This is a scary time for thousands of Iowans and millions of Americans. Their health care is hanging in the balance due to a Republican lawsuit that could strip it away. This summer, we need to fight back, just like we did in the summer of 2017. Almost 2 years ago, the Republican-controlled U.S. House voted to overturn the Affordable Care Act. By the start of August, the U.S. Senate was voting. Both of Iowa's U.S. senators, Senator Ernst and Senator Grassley, voted to make health insurance unaffordable and nearly impossible to get for thousands of Iowa families. Fortunately, we were saved from a health care disaster when Senator John McCain voted no. Today, just 2 years later, our health care is at risk again. Beaten in Congress, the Trump administration has turned to the courts. If the Republican lawsuit succeeds in eliminating the Affordable Care Act, hundreds of thousands of Iowans will either lose their health insurance or pay much higher premiums. And Iowans with pre-existing conditions will potentially lose their health care coverage. Here's a quick look at what's at stake for Iowans. The number of uninsured Iowans would more than double, reaching nearly 200,000. Second, 24,000 Iowa young adults on their parents' health insurance until turning 26 years old could lose their health insurance. Third, in the first year alone, Iowa could lose more than 1/3 of our federal health care dollars, which would be a devastating $1.4 billion blow to Iowa health care. Fourth, nearly 1.3 million Iowans with a pre-existing condition will be at special risk. If the Trump lawsuit succeeds, insurance companies could again deny coverage, drop coverage, or charge more to people with pre-existing conditions. Fifth, Iowa women could once again be charged more than men for the same coverage. Sixth, this will hurt older Iowans by increasing the so-called age tax paid by older Iowans. They already pay higher insurance costs when compared to younger Iowans. And 50,000 Iowa seniors would pay more for prescriptions because the Medicaid donut hole would be reopened. Seventh, a Republican Trump lawsuit victory will also hurt 40,000 Iowa entrepreneurs, small business employees, and farmers in the insurance marketplaces. They would lose all of their tax credits. Eighth, insurance companies could again sell plans without essential health benefits such as maternity care, hospitalization, substance abuse care, mental health, and prescription drug coverage like we saw Governor Reynolds do recently in the Iowa legislature. Ninth, if the Republican lawsuit succeeds, almost 1.2 privately insured Iowans would once again face caps due to lifetime and annual benefit limits. 10th, Medicaid expansion would be repealed. 155,000 Iowans would lose their health insurance. That would create more than $500 million in losses for Iowa hospitals in the form of uncompensated care. 2 years ago, John McCain, a U.S. Senator from Arizona, made a crucial difference in the lives of Iowans. Senator McCain put people ahead of politics, even when Iowa's own senators, Ernst and Grassley, refused. Senator Ernst said she would go to Washington and make them squeal, and instead, she voted practically nonstop for repeal of Iowans' health insurance. Today, the health care of Iowans is at risk again. While it won't be decided this time in a single late-night session of the U.S. Senate, the stakes are still just as high. Iowans, please urge your leaders, especially Senator Ernst and Grassley, Representative King, Governor Reynolds, Speaker Upmeyer, and Senate Republican leaders Schneider and Whitver to speak out against the Trump Republican lawsuit. Iowans should unite against this destructive threat to the health and well-being of so many families. We must fight for the financial stability of Iowa families and for the stability of Iowa's healthcare system. Thank you.